Yo, how's it going? How's it going? We're going to be playing some Shapes 2. It has been a long time since I played Shapes 2. Like, there have been quite a few updates and changes since I last played this game. I used to be pretty active in the Shapes 2 community, but I just haven't touched the game in a long time. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what's new in the game, what's changed and all that. They've just put out, the Dimension update. I know that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. Let's hop into it. Let's play new game. I'm going to go insane. I will be fine. Difficulty. Let's just go normal here. Yeah, who cares? Play. We got this. Yeah, just going to be a chill stream. Just playing some Shapes 2. Okay. So where do we start off having unlocked here? It's been a hot second. I'm really going to have to get reacquainted with the game. Okay, so we've got to start off making those. Okay. Making colored stuff off the first milestone? That's kind of crazy. Now let's get some minor islands going. You start with extensions in this, I forgot. How much has changed? Oh, you can only have 3 extensions per. Okay, yes, because there's only 3 of these now. Let's get all these in. Nice. And let's just begin shipping these off. Do I want to... No, I'm not going to do any processing here. Just like that. Is it... Wait, hang on. Is it a 4:1 ratio? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. It's a 4:1 ratio. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so... Oh, I see. So that it's now line foundations, so ones that are lines, then there's squares and odd shapes, I guess. Okay, that's cool. Get out of here. Let's see. So to make this red one, what do we want to do for this? Do this. I'm probably just gonna... I don't have cutters unlocked or anything. Just half destroyers. I'm just gonna start off like so. Just doing something like that. It's a bit wasteful, but don't really have many options. Oh, but... Oh, I really do have to... Because I only have half destroyers, I'm gonna need half of these to be creating red segments and the other half to be creating uncolored. God, starting off with colored shapes off the bat is kind of crazy. I did choose expert mode, but it's funny. It's already going to this. Alright. Yeah, good start. Then we stack the reds on top of the... Oh, okay. In expert mode, the curved stackers are back. I remember there was the whole thing of between whether the game was going to have curved stackers like this, or the straight stackers where you see how the outputs to the side there, the inputs from below. Right, so I guess Insane has the, because I had to do the tutorial to get everything unlocked, and in the tutorial it had the stackers going straight. The input was at the bottom, the output was at the top. But interesting. It's interesting that they decided to do it Insane has different layouts for the buildings. How do I want to go about this? It's 4 per lane. What was that old design? Was it something like that? Yes, like this. That was the classic design. Yeah, there we are. Let's get a few of these in. I only really need 2 here. Just like that. Oh wait, hang on, I can't go up there. There we are. There we are. And we get another one of these down here. And perfect. Now if we get just one more here, and I'm gonna need to be rotating this. That needs to be rotated twice, yeah. Then we get another stacker in here. Bring this up to the next level. Do that, and bam. That should be creating the shape. And just need to transport that back now. It's incredibly inefficient considering that just because of the fact that it's using half destroyers, so it's turning 4 lanes into... Oh, also I just realized this is not a mine extension. Because it's using half destroyers, we're turning 4 belts of input into a singular belt of output, which is not ideal, but you know, it's fine. I guess we could try and... Yeah, we could just get, like, multiple. Although there just aren't that many spaces in this patch, that's alright. Just go like this. And like that, and this can be like a half one. And we grab all of this. Ooh. Paste that onto here. Ooh. There we go. That should be creating some more of what we need. Oh wait, but hang on, because these aren't going to be active. I need to be splitting this up. Oh, god damn it. There we are. Oh, and that should be good. Now, let's get rid of all of these. And let's get a space belt back to here. This can go through to there. This can go through to there. And that can go through to there. Then we take all of those outputs and bring them straight into the vortex. And then we're all good to go. It should be that objective basically done. Now to consider the other one. Making that down here would basically mean I can just use the same design, I think. More or less. Like, what will this be outputting? Exactly, yeah, perfect. Oh wait, no, that's gonna be upside down, okay. That's an easy fix. I just bring that into there. And then have this go up top here. And this can go down here and across to there. And this goes up. And that should solve the problem. Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. And if I just copy that a couple more times, get some more mine extensions. Oh, hang on, let's move this over a little bit. Get a space belt in there. Oh wait, I forgot. I should grab this miner. So that's actually using all 4. There we are. Oh no, I've got to figure out a 3 to 4 splitter. Oh, I did used to have a bunch of splitter designs. I do not remember any of them. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Well, designing splitters is fun. Yes, that's my new goal here. Figure out a good 3 to 4 splitter. Okay. So first input. Yeah, so for each input we want to be splitting into 4 like that. And we want... Oh, hang on. Perfect, just like that. Oh, but we only have 2 layers here. We don't have all 3 layers unlocked. Okay. That's gonna be difficult to work around. Although I don't really need to be splitting them all and then remerging them properly like that, because they're all identical shapes. What I can do is just like put that one straight into there, that one straight into there, split split this one between those two lanes, and then have both those put some input into the middle, but then that's not going to be equal. That means that these are going to be 2 full lanes and the outside 2 are going to be half lanes. What do I want to do about this? Figuring out splitters like this is always a bit difficult. 3 to 4 is such an awkward balancer to make. How about, I tell you what, another idea is have each of these go into their respective thing. Then have a 1 in 4 chance. Send a quarter of all of the inputs into this. Yeah, if I just send a quarter of all of the inputs into that final one, then that should work. So if I just like go there, and then like that, that should be sending a quarter of the inputs over there. Cool. Bam, 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 quarter of the inputs up to there. Bam, 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 quarter of the inputs up to there. So that's, yeah, that should work. So if I just send that over to there, and that into there, that should work just fine. A bit rusty with all balances and whatnot. Anyways, that should be all functional now. And we can bring this space belt all the way back. Perfect. I should probably just have belts going. Have all 4 lines of belts going. Just for when I need more stuff. May as well get them on all corners so I can just copy and paste. Perfect. Easy as. Okay. Let's begin looking at some of the side tasks. What do we got? Okay. So, not much easier. Can't get any upgrades. Let's see. Ugh. These are annoying. The fact that I don't have... When do I unlock painting? Oh, right here. After I've completed this milestone. Okay, so I really do have very limited colored shapes to work with. It's just what I have in here. Ugh. That's awkward. Getting proper cutting would be super nice. So what do I want to do here? I'm thinking this task is probably easiest, and I can do it from here pretty easily. Yeah. That should be pretty easy. Oh, hang on, I should grab these. Okay. So if I just put these straight into butters, just like that. There we are. Like that, perfect. Oh no, that I've got to rotate them first. Dang it. There we are. That's better. No, I've got to rotate them twice first. There we are. Look at that. That's much better. Oh wait, but it's not just... It's not... I need to mirror it, basically. That's going to be a lot more awkward to work with. Oof. Oh, that sucks. How am I going to do that? Okay. Right, so basically what that's going to mean is I'm going to have even more waste here. So... Oh, that's very unfortunate. Yeah, so I think what I might do is have each of these islands devoted to a different specific part of it. Oh. Oh my god. I'm failing. There we are. And that's just the red part. Perfect. Then this one. Get an extra line of rotators. Oh no, because that's also going to grab the blue. I'll just cut it immediately, right? Hang on. If I get that there. No. Like that. No. Okay, so I've got to rotate twice first. Then I can rotate another time and then cut again, and that should just get... Yeah, there we are. There we are. Okay, now let's route all of these into here. Perfect, and then we can begin doing some stacking. I should make a blueprint of that stacker. Yeah, here we are. Oh, let's grab this one, actually. Stacker. Where's the stacker icon? Oh, yeah. One belt stacker. Get rid of that. Save. Perfect. And if I go up here, then yep, right there. Perfect. And I can access that whenever I want. That. And so we're just going to be... All of these need to be the other way around. I feel like maybe I should actually be inputting these on the other input over here. Might be a bit easier to work with. If I do it like that, if I rotate them twice, then that'll fit in with there a bit easier. Yeah, it means I don't need to rotate either of these. Okay, so if we put that in there, oh, I need to leave space to get the input in. That in there. That in there. And then maybe that in here. Yeah, that should work. And I can bring these over to there. Yeah, look at this. Oh, nice. Completed that milestone. Oh, God. Okay, so I've just got to stack those on top of each other. But I still need to be making these. I need to be... Come on. Why are these, like, on separate tracks as milestones? They're absolutely... This is combining the two. Ugh. Oh, and I see why they're on separate tracks, because I need to be making all of it at the same time. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. So I just basically need to cut my output in half. That's kinda unfortunate. Okay, so let's begin bringing those over. And are they aligned correctly already? Hang on. Oh, it doesn't know it's going to be coming out there. Well, basically I can just be doing more or less the same thing I was doing just over in the other area. Like that. So yeah, these are on the bottom. Perfect. Let's bring these up to the top layer. And then, oh, set an anchor. This can just, oh, now it's going to go up one first. And then this has to go up and around. And perfect. Hey Molly, how's it going? Oh wait, this doesn't quite fit. Dang it. Okay. I'll just move all of this over a bit. Oh, okay. That's the wrong way. Okay, so if I move all of this over a bit, is far enough? No, it's not. I need to go one tile further. And that means this can move down. Oh, but then how am I getting the input in? Dang it. That's unfortunate. Feeling unwell, but otherwise okay? Oh, that's a shame to hear. Hope you get better soon. Okay, what am I... If I... Oh, wait, I could just move this over one tile more, actually. That's... easier solution than I thought. Oh, hang on. Left that bit behind. Can't be doing that. Okay, these have begun rolling in. And are they aligned correctly? They are aligned correctly. Cool. So yeah, now we should begin getting some of those coming in a second. Are they coming in on the right belts though? Oh wait, because we've only got some belts of input, so I just realized I don't even need this one. Okay. So for this one, it's this, which is the partial input, at least the leftmost. Right, okay. It looks like it's the opposite up here. I've done this in a weird way. This game is Shapez 2. It's a factory game. It's just a really, really fun factory game that I've been playing for some time. God damn it, I've only just noticed that all of these are going into the same input. Ugh, that's annoying. Oh, that should fix it at least. There we are. So the partial input is the one on the far right here. Down the bottom. So I can be sending this down to here. And this can go up to here. No, it's not a stupid question. It's, factory games are fairly similar kind of concept to a tycoon game, right? You gotta produce a bunch of stuff to unlock goals and whatever. But yeah, as opposed to tycoon games where it's just like you click button and get upgrade. Factory games, you gotta like actually build the factory and all the different parts of the factory and all that. Alright, so that should be all of that. Good now. Okay. Oh, I really wish I had cutters right now, because having to waste half of the resources is so annoying. What do I even go for here? Oh, I was going for this, that's right. Back down to here. Before we got sidetracked. Okay. Got the full 4 belts of input there. And what we can do is bring this up and over to here. Ooh. This up and over to here. This, oh, hang on, I made a mistake over there. Oh wait, I just realized I'm gonna have the same problem here that I had in the other area. Gotta move all of this over to the side here. There we are. Oh, no. Don't link those together. Accidentally linking everything. Ah. There we are, like that. Like that, like that. Like that, and bring this down over here. fix this. And then finally, this can head over to here. Perfect, and that should be making those perfectly. Yeah, that looks good. Cool. So I think I should be able to just basically copy that entire thing over to here. And it should hopefully just work. Perfect. Now, to bring that back, let's go here, bring that down. So, are we able to place platforms above and below each other now? Oh, look at that. The platforms can go on top of each other now. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. That's brand new from the latest update, and that is so sick. We can just have them on top of each other like this now. That's so cool. Yeah, the whole dimensions update that they've just released is so cool. Okay, so these shapes coming through now. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong layer. Yep, perfect. These are the correct shape. Now, problem with not having painters is there isn't a whole lot of expansion potential. There aren't that many more areas where I can be going to get more shapes. I can probably... There are 3 more on this patch here. But if I, like, move this over... Oh wait, that one's disconnected from the rest, so there's only 2 more here. Yeah, not really worth bothering with, actually. When it's disconnected, it's hard to work with. So the only other untapped coloured space is over here. And I guess I can use that to begin working towards this. Yeah, that works well. Let's do that. Oddly reminds you of a circuit board? Yeah, that's the classic thing about shapes. It really has that aesthetic. Especially if you look at the first game, it really does. When you look at like the map on the first game, it really does look like you're just looking at a circuit board. Yeah, it's a very cool aesthetic. Alright, let's actually have this one be full. Now, I always forget to just copy these over. Hang on, I've got to delete those first. There we are. Now, the next thing to do is figure out how I'm going to be making that out of these. What I'll probably do... the fact that this is uneven is kind of annoying. I could, instead of having 3 uneven ones, in mining over here instead. Aha, much better. And then these 2 can be devoted to taking the part that's like... Hang on. Let's head back over here and grab this. And then we can paste that in here. Hang on, I don't really need all these rotators. Oh no, the inputs got messed up. Yeah, perfect, that's exactly what I need from there. And just bring that up like that. Oh. Actually, what do I want to be done with this? Let's get the other one going as well, but this needs to be... Need to rotate this one first. Oh, yeah, and rotating it once is all I need. Oh, God, that was too far. And then if I rotate both of those... Oh, wait, no, I don't have counterclockwise rotators, that doesn't work. I need to just... Actually, I should just be rotating all of these ones twice. And then if I get some stackers, it'd be good to go. And I've got the stackers in here. And we just get a couple in there like that. That's probably a good way to do it, right? Yeah, that looks good. Actually, let's go over like that. And like that. Hang on, let's turn the visibility back on, and then can bring these over. And this should be all good to go. There we are. Okay, now that's the bottom part of that shape done. Now over here, what we're going to be doing is making the top part. I mean, like, the top part is just uncolored, so I could be using an uncolored spot, but probably is the smart move. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be wasting more of my colored circles on something that can be done using uncolored stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna take it from over here. That's the smart move. Oh, I always forget to copy the miner. I should add this to the blueprint book. Oh wait, Control S. Miner, where's miner? Perfect. Mining island. Cool. Bam. Save. Easy. There we go. Now, how am I going to be doing this? Bring all of those down there. And let's get the space belt going. Bring that over. These are going to need to be cut, so I'm going to grab all the cutters over here, use the same design. Yeah, and that's a bunch of half circles. It's all going to need to be rotated once so that it's bottom half. Yeah. Ooh. Completed a task. Very nice. That's going to be, once again, painful to do without color. Yeah, all the side tasks are so annoying without having painters. Okay, let's get some more stackers going now. Use basically the same design here. Right, does this work? Yeah, this just works. We can bring this. Oh, whoops. Just do this like this. That's all the bottom stuff going in. Get that over just like that. That over just like that. That's just like that. And finally, that's just like that. That, yep, that's the correct shape. Let's bring this back to the vortex. Okay, so I need to be completing the milestones here. It is gonna just take a bit of waiting realistically to get through all the milestones because I do need so many of them. And I really don't have any way to expand the production, so may as well get to working on some new side quests. So for that one, what's the plan there? I mean, I can import some of these from over here, which, like, this will give me 4 belts this shape. I can then be cutting to make Wait, hang on. Yeah, I can then be cutting to make 2 belts of this shape on the top, which is decent. That's only half of what this area would be wanting, but it's better than nothing. So may as well do it. Let's get the mining extenders. Oh wait, hang on, gotta get the actual miner. And then I want to be using a design similar to this. Except, yeah, so bottom half is going to be taken from that bottom area, like that. And then this top, all the stuff on the top, going to be coming from these bottom lanes. Like so. And then I can delete this stuff. And that should be good to go. I don't even need this to be a 2 wide island, but it doesn't really matter. And now let's bring this around here. Oh yeah, I forgot we do have a limit of how many islands we're allowed to use. It's not like we're anywhere near that limit, so I'm not particularly worried. Okay. You've begun producing, so you're going to be red on the bottom half. Okay, so I can just stack these on directly. I don't need to do anything fancy then. I can copy that exact design. Paste it onto there. Ooh. Bring that out there. That out there. And which belts is it on? The left 2. So I can be taking that up here, over to there. That up there. And over to here. And that, yep, perfect, is now making the shape that we're looking for. Just gotta wait for the shapes to begin rolling in is all. Now let's move on to the new milestone here. Okay, so that's just adding on uncolored stuff, and there is plenty of uncolored stuff to find, so that should be pretty dang easy. Oh, grab the actual mining island. I'll forget that at least 20 million more times. And how many belts of this do we need? How many belts are we producing? Producing 2.5, but we're also using half of that over to here, right? Yes. So it's like a bit over one belt of these that we need. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get a double cutter. Hang on. Let's head up here. In cutting like this, no. It's not a cutter. In cutting like this. Yeah, there we are. And bring that down to here. Then rotate it all again, and cut it all again. Now, let's see. Half of this is going to be rotated twice. Going to be this half, like that. Then we can grab some stackers. Those can go straight into there. This can go up and around here. And we can do the same thing here. And perfect. Got those outputs. Then we just put them into here. And then bring this out here. And that's one belt of the which is most of what we need. Now these are all just going to merge because that is all about one belt total. And we put that all in here and we can ship that all out into that output. Sweet. Is that producing the right shape? It sure is. Look at that. Isn't that great? What's the belt speed? What's the speed of a belt? 60 per minute, so 1 per second. So expect this to take, how many seconds? Well, expect it to take 2,000 seconds, but how much is that? That's like half an hour. Okay. So, next up, let's get back to working on side tasks then. Did this one get completed? Oh, no, that one's still being done. This is... Oh, these are still not even there yet? Oh, I did make them go around the long way, so that's probably why. Let's just give that little shortcut there. That'll make it go a bit easier. What other colored stuff can I even get? Not a whole lot. Kind of does suck that in insane mode it does just, you are just basically locked out at this point for a while. So I don't really have any more way to get more colored shapes. Simply just because there are only so many colored shapes islands here. Oh wait, no. There's more colored shapes out here. Okay, I take it back. This changes everything. They're just really uncommon. Okay. This really does change everything. Okay. Oh. Very nice. That's another task done. Now, so which one do I want to work on then? Are there any that look like any good colored shapes around here that look like they already give me some good progress? Anything around here? This looks pretty nice. Oh my god, and this patch is massive. Look at how big this patch is. They really do get fast, like big really fast as you go out. Oh, although, can I even... Oh, I'm not even going to be able to bring this back because of the platform limit. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, so I'm not really able to use colored shapes that are that far out. I could cut down on my platform use a little bit here. Like, I can go back to doing this. I can get rid of this part here. There are a couple other things I could do to cut down on the amount of platforms I'm using, but I really can't get all that far realistically. Okay, but I can definitely make it to a place like this, and this has got so many... Oh, this has got so many red circles here. Right. Surely I'm able to... No. Oh my god, I'm not even able to make it to there. Because I'm really not able to use any of these other colored shaped spots, so I have to use these central ones, basically exclusively. Is this shape? Oh, this shape's only just, again, getting here. Alright. I see. But what I can do for the time being is, now that level 1 of this shape's done, move on to level 2. Wait, is it this one? Yeah, it is this one. Okay, that's a kind of weird level 2. It's like a completely different thing. But sure, fine, I guess. Where am I gonna even get the blue squares for that from? Like, there's no more at all here. There's a couple more here that I guess I can just go with these. Am I allowed to place miners down here? No. Let's make this all go down and then back up. Yeah, that's good. Perfect, and that will give me a few blue squares to work with. Actually, I kind of want to work on this shape. Oh, no, but I should be going for level 2 stuff, because that's going to be giving me more research points, more value. Yeah, that's definitely more worth doing. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be turning these into blue squares. There's no more blue squares at all that I can get though. Yeah, no, there just aren't any more than I can get, so this is gonna be a very small supply of blue squares. Anyways, it's better than nothing, I guess. So this is gonna be coming into this belt, right? Yes, should be. Yeah, there we are. And yeah, I only need the blue squares out of this, so cutting here will just immediately do it. Nice. Oh, these are facing the wrong way. Perfect. Just cut them like that. And then I can bring them up to the top. And we'll do something like here. Okay, so what is the plan? We don't need to be stacking these on top anymore. Like this whole thing's just not necessary anymore. Get rid of all of that. Oh, not these. Okay. That's good. Just bring that straight down. Let's get rid of the ones with the bad shape. And now, gotta be getting. Oh wait, no. I'm dumb. I do need this still. I do need the half circles for the left half there. So, okay, what I'm gonna do. Oh no, let's keep this going like that, but then I'm gonna add this in here. So how much are these blue are we even producing? Also, hang on, I should probably be inputting these on different belts, because this can be 2 full belts of the blue square corners or whatever. But then I want to be stacking these together, so rotate this once, pop these into here, and then get myself a stacker belt. And, oh, yeah, just like that. And that's going to be outputting half a thing of blue square. Now this, on the other hand, you just want to do it like that. Perfect. But we want to make this the top half. So like that. What we need. And then we can these into here and these into the top. And that's the shape we need. And then if we get one of these into the top. And is it the top or the bottom? It's the bottom. The bottom will go into there. Oh. And then this will go into there. Perfect. Okay, and that should be a slow but steady stream of this. Only going to be making one of it per second again, but, you know, better than nothing. Better than nothing, at least. I've just realized, once I'm done making this, I can divert the rest of the like blue square parts back to making this shape. And then that will allow me to increase the output of this. But if I want to do that, I will need some more of the clean circles, so let's figure that out. Hey Theo, how's it going? Okay, so I should probably be going for the single thing here. And yeah, so let's bring all of these straight down into their respective outputs. Then this one into that output. There we go. And, oh wait, hang on, where am I bringing these? I'm just going to be merging them on this belt, so there we are. And then I can say bring these into the top output instead, and merge it like that. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Just playing some Shapez 2. Been a hot second since I last played this game. It's still only bottom corner ones, but yeah, the bottom half are, yeah, they've just come through. Very nice. So that's the wrong shape for now, but with time, it'll correct itself. All right. Now, what can I work on next? So I do have some leftover red circles here that I can work with. Oh, hang on. Got to grab this. Okay, so there's a little bit more of the red circles I can work with here at least. It's better than nothing. Yeah, that should be. I think I'm gonna use that. Work on making some of this shape. That I need some stars though. Okay, and there's stars over here. Let's start off by making the bottom half segments. Wait, hang on. So with this, we've got 2 full belts of this shape. Because I need single segment thingies, I'm only gonna end up having a 1 belt output total, so bit annoying, but it is what it is. I always forget to get the proper mining island. There we are. That here. And I only need one belt output total. Okay, so let's put that to there. Oh, out there, that down there. Perfect. And I rotate. Do it again. And then I rotate these twice. Oh my god, no. And I grab the stacker. And just like that, we've got the bottom part of the shape. And now I can do basically the same thing over here. I think that should just work, just like that. I'm gonna do that though. Just to make that line up a bit better. Yeah, perfect, and that should be exactly it. Nice. I'm gonna quickly make this go down below so that I can add another platform here. And bring this in. Just like that. One belter stack is there. This needs to go up. Which belt is this outputting on? Bottom belt, okay. Perfect. And yep, that's the correct shape. And let's bring that back to the vortex. Oh. Let's go. Up to 4 now. Is that enough for cutters? No, it's not. Once I get cutters, I'll be able to do a lot more. That's a lot of extra efficiency. Because it means I don't have to be throwing away half of my very limited supply of colored shapes. How does this work? I haven't seen the animations for this yet. Okay, so there isn't really much of an animation to this. Just like magic glowy particle thingy. Makes sense. Oh my god, what is this? What? Oh wait, no, but that's fine, because we've got 4 belts of this. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Just means we have to be stacking a second time here. So if I just... Let's just add another island, because why the hell not? And run these straight through. And am I understanding this shape correctly? Yeah, I am. Okay. So then I just need to do basically the same thing again. Okay. That's real easy. Fantastic news for me. And then this just goes up here. This just goes up here. And that's the correct shape. Perfect. Now for these. So this is outputting the left 2 lanes. So if we output this into here, and we can just merge that up there, join it as the same input, and that'll head to the hub as well. Perfect. What's happening with this shape up here? Is this not being delivered? Oh shoot, it's... God damn it, these ones are upside down. Ah. Well, I've just been inputting a bunch of the wrong shape. That's annoying. Ah, well. Okay, so I've also just noticed that the milestone is complete, so we can begin sending more of these over to here. And wait, which 2 of the belts of this are full again? The left 2 are full belts, okay. Left 2 are full belts. So if I get another stacker, bring that over to there. I am outputting 2 full belts into here, right? Oh no, I'm not. Oh yes, I am. Yeah, because I've also got the top output. And that's going to go up to here. And that means I can get a second output of these shapes going. Very nice. That just doubles my output of this for the time being. It's good progress, good progress. And, okay, so I'm now delivering that shape, that shape, that shape, and that shape. So is there anything I could do to begin delivering this shape? No, because there's just no extra blue squares that I could be getting anywhere, just at all. I mean, like, there's this. There's no way I can, like, ever get back. It's just not enough platforms. Oh! Oh, it's close. Oh, it's damn close, actually. Ooh. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I could probably, if I cut some platforms off here, then I could do that. Okay, hang on. Now I've got to try. So if I try just like here, go down, go up and attach that there. That's just saved a few platforms. That saved me a fair few. And oh, that brings me all the way to here. That's so close. That's nearly there. Okay. What else can I cut off? This whole thing. This can fit onto one platform. Wait, where's this go? Here? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. And what else? What else can I cut down? This could be a single island as well. There we are. Perfect. Yes, nice. Okay. What else can we cut off? This can be slightly closer, just like that. Oh. We just do it like that. Perfect. What else? This is not being used right now, so that can just be cut off entirely. I do need to, if I want to be using this, get a mining island in there and some extenders. I've got 8 islands to work with here. I have bought myself a little bit here, and I think I can probably work with that. Now these extra blue squares, what do I want to do with them? Work on this, presumably? Wait, what's going on here? Oh, it's because I just cut off those for a second. Where do I want to get? If I want to work on... Thing is, all the things that require blue squares here also require red circles, so it's... so it isn't necessarily that useful that I've managed to get this. Hey hamster, how's it going? Have a good time playing the train game? What train game is that? So I've just realized chat's in a not particularly great place for this game. I'm gonna move chat down to... There you are. That's a bit better. That works a bit better, doesn't it now? Okay, so I've got blue squares. What can I do with them? So I need to get some red circles from somewhere. Where can I get more red circles? I guess the red circles here aren't in use right now. And when they are, I'll only be getting one belt of these input. So I don't need to be using this many. Okay, yeah, so all of these are up for grabs. Good stuff, okay. Hell yeah. Okay. Now it does mean I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need these. Very convenient. Let's grab the mining island. There we are, and... Okay, so I'm gonna need to grab 2 copies of this, basically. Oh, I'm hitting the platform limit again. No. Okay, what if I like flip this vertically? Gotta make all these micro optimizations. Any platform saved is good. Where else can I save more platforms? Oh, there aren't really many more places I can save platforms. Oh wait, hang on. This I could be doing all the way down here. Well, that's potentially a very big save. Yeah, look at that. And save all of these. That's good, I've got 8 left now. This could be a little bit closer, like that. Perfect. This could be a little bit closer, like this. Yeah, if we get rid of that, perfect. Okay, saved myself a few more platforms. Very good. And this can be all the way over here, actually. Perfect. And that 12 platforms should do me good for now. So this, we bring that like there. I'm gonna be getting some cutters out. And just doing this. Yeah, here we go. Wait, hang on. Need to be doing this. Thank you. Oh, no, I'm missing one of these. Here we are. Oh, wait, I need to be rotating these first. Ah. And then... yeah, I can't cut this again. The bottom half I'm gonna need to rotate twice. Actually, I'm gonna make it alternate like that. Then grab the belt stackers. And perfect. That should be uncolored parts of that basically done. I mean, how many belts of this are we going to be getting? I mean, we can get quite a bit. Yeah, we can get quite a few belts of this in, so probably worth going for a second one of these. I'm gonna copy that and rotate this. Yeah, and that means we can squeeze it all into a bit of a small space. Like this. Perfect. That's 4 belts. Now, if we get this into here. Are these not arriving? What's going on here? Why is this not arriving? Oh, it's just taking forever. That could really take a long time. Okay, that's fine. It's top right corner blue. So we can just stack directly. Got 4 full belts to work with. So yeah, just this should be good. Oh wait, but I need to be processing the blue shapes first. Okay. Let's add these in. Ooh, one more. And then I rotate once. I can do this all on the second layer, actually. Rotate once, and cut again, and rotate once more. Should be good. And that should output the right shape. Yes, it does. Perfect. There we are. And now, you just link this all up. This should be all good. Very nice. Yeah, that's the right thing. Now, problem is, we only have one more platform to work with now. And we can get rid of some of these because we're not going to be using all of them. Yeah, okay. If we bring that up there, bring that to there. No, I just want to connect. I'm not trying to. There. Let's get rid of those inputs. That's much better. There we go. So we've got the. We need the red to be in the top right here. Oh, also I've just completed the milestone thing. Never mind, we're gonna head to that now. Let's... Oh wait, but platform limit. Oh no. I don't know if the platform's to do the milestone thingy now. That's very bad news. Are these being delivered? Are these only really now coming through to be delivered? Are you kidding me? That's annoying. So what about these? Why is everything... What's going on here? Where's the rest of this stuff? So why is that not got a lift there? What's going on? Oh, it's got the wrong inputs here, damn it. That's annoying. Is this right now? No, still not. Well, that's an easy fix. I just delete that. Very nice. Wait, which one did I just complete? Completed this, I see. Oof. Oh, that's an annoying one. I'm not gonna be bothering with that, probably. Okay, let's try and bring these up a layer. And then that's on the bottom. Now that's the right shape. There we go. Okay, sweet. I don't... I'm probably not going to be working on this anytime soon. So I can pretty safely get rid of this whole factory. Get myself back some more islands. Oh, dang it. Yeah. Okay, now that we got this stuff... Has this come through yet? Where is this at? Oh my god, how far away is it still? Still all the way over here. It's only made it like halfway in that whole time. That's kind of annoying. Alright though, we'll be fine. Okay. I might do a 2-layer thing for this. this up, bam, bam. This up, bam, bam. And then rotate, and rotate, and cut, and cut. Now we need this to be in the top right. So we need to rotate 3 more times, unfortunately. I would rather not rotate 3 times on this island, so maybe I can rotate this one some more. Yeah, probably works fine if I just rotate that an extra time like that. Ooh. That doesn't really fit. Hang on. If I move that back one, and I can move this back as well. Still doesn't get it rotated quite far enough. Oh, not having counterclockwise rotators is kind of annoying. Oh, what do I want to do about that? I guess I could just, like, have another island here. Yeah, I'm not super stuck on platform limit anymore now that I've gotten rid of that whole thing. So I can afford to just go through here and rotate on this island. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just going to move this whole monstrosity over to this island. Let's get rid of all that. And rotate this one extra time. Perfect. Yeah, well, this can then just go straight in. Perfect. And then we can just route all of these into their inputs. There we are. Easy as. Hello, Furstace. I'm sorry, I have no clue how to pronounce that, but there you go. How's it going? But yeah, and there we go. We got that in the top right now. Now if we can figure out a way to do this stacking. I probably am going to need to make this island too long anyways. Ah, well. Pop that in there, and... actually, let's make it too wide instead. Yeah, just like that should be good. And that like that, yeah. Doesn't really matter whether these are going to the bottom or the top really, but I like having them go to the bottom, because why not? And then, how far away are these now? They're making progress, at least they're nearly to the corner. Okay, and these we can just bring straight to the inputs here. Sweet. Yeah, just like that. Yep, and that's the correct shape. Perfect. What do I want to be inputting this? Using 3 belts there. This is a full 4 belt output. None of these have 4 belts on. Oh wait, this one has 4 belts empty. I should get back to working on the milestone, I just realized. I forgot about that. That's like kind of important. So what I did have going for the milestone was, hang on, let's bring this back down to the bottom layer, bring that up there. That means I can bring this all the way over. Perfect. And then I think I had this something like that. Right? Is that what I had? Seems about right. Yeah, that's probably it. How's this outputting? Why is it not outputting right now? Oh, because I just deleted a whole big section. Of course, that makes sense. Yeah, that's all good. Oh wait, I just realized this like automatically went over. If you, oh, it automatically just like tunnels it for you if you do that. Oh, that's sick. Oh, and I can now get cutters. This changes everything. Hell yeah. It costs 50 for the 3rd floor. Oh my god. There's overflow splitters now? Oh my god, that's crazy. Since when is that a thing? Oh, these are interesting. There's a lot of new platform layouts as well, huh? And trains have changed massively. Wires looks mostly the same as when I last saw them. Roller coaster. Let's go. Shape multiplier I'm not allowed to do yet. Interesting. Okay. Bunch of good stuff here. Oh wait, there's... Oh wait, no, these are just the... Okay, yeah, that's nothing new. So the next thing I want to be getting is probably the 90-degree counterclockwise rotator. That's just a very nice thing to have. Yeah. So these are coming through. Are these going to be outputting correctly? Perfect. That's what I need. And then let's have these coming. Oh, hang on. I should have these come like around over here. And yeah, so I'm gonna need to rotate these and then stack them. Like this. That should not be that hard to do. Oh, hang on. And we flip that. Perfect. And bam. Oh, asymmetrical. Let's fix that up. And then these ones, let's just rotate before they come through. Yeah, just like that. And that lines up perfectly. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah. And then we can bring this over. And then we can bring this over. There we go. And that should be... Is that not the correct shape? Hang on. Oh, no, 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 it's different. Oh, god damn it. It's, god damn it, they've messed with me. They've done this, the shape's different to what I thought it would be. I thought that it was just saying you had to combine the two, but nope. That's not what it wants from you. Okay. Change of plans then. In that case, what we're gonna have to do is, oh, wrong floor. Let's do that quickly. And then let's bring these over, and that's what we want to be stacking on top of there. And then these, we want to just stack them on top of themselves, really. Yeah, so we're just gonna have 3 different points where we just stack them on top of themselves. Like that, but then we're gonna split and take some of the others and stack them like that. We do that, and then we take that and split the rest on top. And we take that and do the same down here. Perfect. Yeah, and that's exactly what we need. Perfect. And after a while, we just need to wait for all these shapes to flush out the wrong thing from the system. Then it should be all good. Wait, so this is only producing, yeah, so we're only going to be getting 1 belt of this, that's right. Which is really unfortunate considering we need 8,000. Oh, that makes me think I really need to be reworking some stuff to work with cutters now. Yeah, I've got cutters now. I should probably just rework a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, okay. I've just got to rework everything, really. So, especially down here, I can make this a lot more efficient now that cutters are around. Let's get to it then. So, for a start, let's bring these in. And then we want to be cutting them. It's... Oh, this is a new thing. 4 per full belt. Okay. Oh, hang on, that's completed. Very nice. And that means we can get clockwise rotators. Perfect. Anyways, let's get some cutters going here. And 4 per full belt. Okay, how do I want to go about this? Why does it say, why has it got like a locked icon there? What does that mean? Does that mean there's a future goal that involves them? Isn't that what that means? Oh yeah, it is. That's that goal. Okay. I see. Now that I've got counterclockwise rotators, I can just do some jazz like that, and it just all works. They all come out the same. Then, what do I want to do with it after that? Oh, also I can do the same on the layer above for this. And then I can copy all of that, flip it, and then paste it there. That's very nice. And yeah, okay, now I want to be cutting these. How do we want to do this? Oh, it's kind of awkward to work with, but so this will be creating 2 full belts of output. Right, so I do need to be cutting again. So something like that. Sure. Yeah, let's let's copy that, bring it to the floor beneath. Yeah, so these are both blue. What I could do is have it so that like this goes up next to that. Yeah, so what I can do... that's going to be kind of awkward to fit, but... I don't want to fit that. So like I can have the blue belt down here. And that goes like that, and then that goes like that. But then how am I going to get the... What am I going to do with the greys? Because that doesn't really work. But them being right on top of each other is kind of awkward. Then that's always going to be awkward, because I'm never going to be able to bring them up or down straight away. Okay. I mean, I could use launchers. Yeah, I could just use launchers. That would solve issues. If I just move it down a bit. Yeah, that works. That works fine. Oh, but launchers are going to go way too far. Oh, wait, hang on. Launchers can be multiple different distances now? Wait, it looks kind of like it's saying there can be any of these distances. Am I misunderstanding that graphic? Does this work? Oh my god, they can be multiple different distances now. Oh, that's so massive. Oh, that's so big. Okay, that changes everything. Yeah, so this is definitely something that just works now. Okay, so what we can do here then is just something like this. Although, hang on, we don't really want to be matching the top and bottom even. Probably easier to just do this. Yeah. And then we can have launchers like this. And catches like that. Oh. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that. And then like that. Now, hang on. Yes, please. Thank you. Let's see. This is... Now, how do I want to make it work with the other side is the real question here. What I'm probably going to do... So this reaches exactly to the halfway point. Let's flip this here. And then what I might do for this side is have it so that we've got the grey, the uncolored ones over here. Oh wait, but then this is too many for a belt is the problem. So we'd need to have like 2 belts here then. Oh no, wait, we can just do something like that. Right? No, because then the blue doesn't fit. It's an interesting design problem. Oh, got me scratching my head here for this. What about this? And then, oh, yes, with the launchers. Then we can do this. Yes. Look at that. And that just works. Oh, that's so good. The fact that launchers work like this now is so good. Oh, that's so nice. Yes, and then I can do the same kind of thing. Same kind of thing down here. And take that, flip it. And perfect. And then the catches can be connecting like that. And the same over here. And we've now got 4 belts of each of these. Oh, but then we've also got to deal with all these. I forgot about this. We've got even more output down here. Okay. Okay, so let's see. At this point, it's... really is beginning to get to the point of struggling to fit all this into the one island. Now, what I'm wondering is, could I be moving this? Yeah, what I could do is take this, and I could be, like, moving this a bit closer, potentially, just to save some space. So, like, this could be down here. And there we go. And, yeah, just like that. Hang on, I want to make this all input from the one thingy. No, this is a very awkward way to do that. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. That makes a bit more sense. But what we can do is if we take this and kind of put it like here or so, maybe. I mean, if I do like this, yeah, that saves a good chunk of space. Yeah, and then we move this over here. Perfect. And then we can do the same up here. So first things first, we take this, move it all up one, fix that up, bring those down. Hey Starry, how's it going? Okay, and then let's do that. And flip that. Perfect. Okay, now I've got to bring that over. There we go. And this means I can move this whole thing over, and we've just made a bit of extra space. It's not necessarily solving all my problems, but it's definitely helpful, because we're running very limited on space on this island. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Just playing some Shapez 2, because it's been way too long since I played this game. Now, okay, how do I want to go about this? Like, I kind of need to have the same kind of thing going on with these to here. Right? Oh, that's... what's the best way to do this? There isn't a fantastic way, I don't think. Yeah, it's a factory game. It's a very, very well-made game. It's one of my favorite factory games that I've played. Okay. Now, how am I... So this, having this all the way over here is potentially good. But now that would bring up the problem of, like, how am I going to even output this? Where am I going to bring this out? Ugh. That doesn't really work all that well. How far could a launcher get over here? Not far enough. Not even close to far enough. Yeah, this doesn't really fit all that well necessarily here. I mean, like, how many belts of everything are we going to be outputting? Like, this is, in theory, going to be outputting, like, 8 belts of output here. So this is a pretty damn small island to be fitting that onto anyways. Is there, I mean, maybe I'll just try and do, if we just do something like this, just like that, and then we get the top output into place. Like, now the question is, if I'm doing this, how am I going to get these outputs out? I mean, if I just make a bit more space here, actually, then it's not necessarily that bad. I probably want this to be up the top, actually, not at the bottom. That would work a bit better. Yeah. Okay. Let's try and work with this then. We can bring this around like this. Oh, hang on. No, just like that. And this just down to there, and this around here. Now, this doesn't really work because I can't wrap all of these around here. Well, I tell you what, I could be, what I could be doing is, if I move this over one space, is I could be making this into some launchers, which does give me a little bit more room to work with. A tad more wiggle room. Yeah. But still, it's not really enough. I mean, hang on. Wait a second, why can't I just do that? That works, doesn't it? It's not really enough space still, though. I can't really be interweaving launches or anything now. Really is a conundrum. How in the world can I get these to one of the outputs? It's just so much volume of shapes to be moving in such a small space. I mean, I tell you what, if I was stacking them in here, that would save me on potential output quantity, right? It means I don't have to be outputting as much. Okay, yeah, and this fits. Oh wait, I need to be rotating an extra time. That's probably fine, actually. Oh, is it? Ooh. No, it's not really fine. How am I going to be getting that extra rotation in? Oh, that's unfortunate. That doesn't really work. I feel like there's got to be a way I can make this work, because this has been like closest it's gotten. And if I make that, no, that's not really gonna work. So close. So close to what we need. Can I use this extra space at all? No, because it's 3 rotators per belt. Wait, it's only 2 rotators per belt? Oh. Is it 3 of those? I see, okay. Okay, it's only 2 per belt. I can probably work with that. Surely there's got to be a way to fit that in here, right? Surely. There's got to be something I can do here. Hang on, also, can I flip this up to the top? Does this even work? Yeah. Oh, no, that doesn't work like that. Like that. Oh, but then the launchers. Oh, that's a problem. If this is over 1, does it still work? Oh, it's still. Oh no, this still works. Yeah, this would still work. Yeah. It's just a matter of how we gonna rotate these. Like, this is a really elegant solution, except for the fact that they're just not rotated right. And I don't really have the space to change that. I mean, up here, there's kind of enough space, right? Oh, not really even. Wait, hang on. No. I don't have the 180-degree rotators anyways. No, that's fine. I don't need 180-degree rotators because I can rotate that clockwise and rotate this counterclockwise. And then that can go into there. And just like that. Yeah, okay, well, so got the rotations working for that top one. Now to get it going for the rest of them. That's 1 out of 4. I don't know what you're looking at, but the noises in this game are very satisfying. Yeah, fair enough. It does have some very good sound design. Oh, okay, well. Oh, but I can't do the 2-to-2 stuff there. No. Is that fine? Oh, that's... Oh, no, that's not fine. No. They're so close to being another one of them worked out. I mean... Actually, I can just move these over a bit more. If I give myself a little bit more space here than that, it'll probably allow me to do it. Right. And then like this. Wait, I've just realized. This is more than 8 belts of output. Oh god, that's problematic. Okay, right. So I can't even, with what I'm going for here, that's not even going to fit into the output, which is not good. That can just go into there. Let's try and move this over. Move this over as well. Well, actually, I can move that over a bit more as well. Now, this leaves plenty of space for the rotating. So this can be clockwise, and this can be counterclockwise. Perfect. Yeah, that works fine. Actually, I kind of feel like it works better if I put this up here and have this go into there. Yeah. Oh, hang on. If I do that, actually. Like that and that. And then I route that into there. That should work. And then I can be jumping these down. Oh. And bring those over. And, oh wait, hang on. I'm just bringing them over. The whole point I'm doing any of this is for the rotating. I've got to do the rotating. Perfect. That works just fine. Okay, actually with this, this one should be the one going in the bottom layer. That can go up to the top. That's because, yeah, gotta add the space in there for that, and perfect. So that should now be all good. But the problem is these now. We've now got problems with not enough space for outputs down here. And that's really bad. I'm not really sure what to do about that. This kind of stuff is where Shapez 2 really shines, just figuring out the micro designs like this. It's tough. It's really tough. I do feel like the more I try at this, the more I feel like I probably shouldn't be trying to squeeze this all into one island. Yeah. Unfortunately, I do think that I've probably made the wrong decision attempting this. If I can just be getting this into like 2 different outputs or whatever. Oh no, but I forgot just before I was struggling to get it into even 2 different outputs. If I had this going on from the side, would that be any different? If I had it like coming in from there? Not really. I can't imagine that would be any different. Hang on. Let's just quickly get that there and like copy this whole front portion. Get rid of this. Get rid of that junk. That goes into there. That goes into there. That goes into there. That goes there. That there. That there. Yeah, so this is something that I can do pretty easily on one island. With quite a bit of space left over. And that is... yeah, it's a bit wasteful on space, but like, I can't really, if I do attempt to do anything more, then I'm gonna have to deal with inconsistent outputs, so... yeah, probably is best to just have it split up into 2 islands. Yeah, okay. So if I get rid of this front part, there's now got all of this, and all of this can fit just like that. And we can route all of this back in. And copy that, go up to the next level, bam. Now, we probably have the space to... Oh, no, we don't really have the space to do all of this again, do we? Oh, I tell you what, though. If we, like, pre-rotate the top half... Yeah, if we just, like, rotate the top 180 degrees first, then I can save quite a bit of space. Okay, hang on, let's get rid of all of this. Yeah, all of that, bam, don't need any of that. So, I'm pre-rotating the top, and that will mean I have to move this over at least like once, right? I think so, because I have to... What I've got to do is something like that. And then that'll go like that. Or actually, no, I should be like rotating the top just like once counterclockwise, and the bottom once normal clockwise. Yeah. And that is a lot easier to work with. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now if I just copy this up to the top. Put that, bam, 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 bam. Then we should be getting... Oh wait, hang on, that's gonna... Is this gonna cause problems? This might cause problems. Yeah, no, because it's not gonna cut that now. Oh no, I can't be rotating it. Just clockwise and counterclockwise. It does have to be the 180 degree thing. Okay. What am I gonna do about that? I would like to not have to devote any more space to this. Like, realistically, this is about as much space as I'm willing to be devoting to it. Because I think I'm going to need the rest of the space. But what I can do is kind of have like a bit of a switch around. Like this heads over to here and then goes up. This heads over to here and then goes down. Yes. Look at that. There we go, and that should be all the problems solved. Oh, hang on. Just like that. Perfect. Hang on, let's just quickly pick that up, put it back down. All the outputs are probably confused. Oh wait, hang on. What's going on? Why is it? Oh, because it's rotated 180 degrees, it means it's opposite. The output's opposite color. Hang on. Is that a problem? That might not be a problem. That might not be a problem, actually. That's not necessarily a problem. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay. Oh, that's kind of annoying, actually. Oh. How am I gonna get that into there? Yeah, actually, this maybe is a bit of a problem. The fact that it's now... the entire top over here is grey and the entire bottom is blue. It's just a bit harder to work with, is all. I'm not sure it's really gonna work. Is there a fix to this? Yeah, I mean, there is, I guess, the fix to this of just, like, taking that, Control X, flip, paste it. Right, does that just solve the problem? Just take that, paste it back down. Get anything there? I think that solves it, right? Oh, that's a thing. Hang on. Oh no, that's probably fine, right? Can I move this one further? Oh, hang on. Is that far enough? Oh no, that's not far enough anymore. But I can just like stagger them like that. Yeah, that's fine. Probably. That's totally fine. So what's the plan here then now? That can go straight into there. Wait, so hang on. It looks like they're all bottom corner stuff. What? Why does it look like they're all bottom corner stuff? Hang on. I want to reset the whole thing. Is that better now? No, it still looks like they're all bottom corner. Why is that? Why is the top ones not top corner? Oh my god, I just realized I'm an idiot. None of this stuff that I've been doing is necessary. I don't need to do any of the 180-degree rotations because I can just switch these around. I'm so dumb. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Well, that's a thing. That's certainly a thing. If we just take that, put it there. That, put it there. And then what I can do is just take these, move them over one, take that back to the start. These, move them over one, take that back to the start. And yep, there's the 180-degree rotation without any of the effort. Okay. Then let's get all of this back in then. And that should, yeah. Looking at the outputs now, that has solved all of my problems. Well, good stuff at least. Oh, hang on, let's move that down one, put that there. And then yeah, it's just as easy as dragging all the inputs straight in there. And we just bring that like that. And there. And yep, look at that. They got all the right shapes now. Now if we get rid of that and that, then we can do more or less the same thing again. Is this really gonna fit? I guess we'll find out. So this is gonna go through like that. This is gonna go through like that. This is gonna go through like that. And finally, this is gonna go through like that. Perfect. Okay, now we can route all of these in. Perfect. Can I fit basically the same thing in here? That's what I wonder. Like if I just take that, pop it in there, and then do the same thing up here. Does this just work? And it looks like it does. Hell yeah, there we go. Look at that. There is the full output. And yeah, this was never going to fit onto one island alongside this. I mean, maybe it could have. There's a bit of blank space in there, but that's not really space that's easily fillable. I mean, now that I say that, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Hi, Dark Arms, how's it going? I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Okay, so now that we've got this whole thing figured out, just need one more island on the end to actually stack them. That shouldn't be all that hard. I might wanna... Would it be possible for me to pre-rotate them here? Kinda. Potentially. Yeah, I could probably re-rotate them if I put a bit of effort into it. Maybe not, actually. Looks like it could be a bit tough. So I'm probably just gonna do it over here. Let's bring that into there. And, oh, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. That's also not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I can just now do that on this layer as well. And now to stack it all together. The final stack. Let's grab this. Bam, 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 and that should be everything good to go. Just bring that into there, that down here, that into there. Actually, this one is probably going to go into there. And that one can go over there. And then this goes over there. This goes over here. Oh, this can go over here. And this one can go over here. Perfect. There we go, and that's a full 4 belts of that. And I can get both of these in as well. Now, is it going to work on this last one that's not a full 4 belts? Is there going to be any problems trying to use this? I mean, they are balanced. Yeah, no, these belts are balanced, so this should work fine. Just plugging this in, it'll just be a lower yield. Now that we've got this whole thing, we just need to stack them on top of each other once more, and then we're all good to go. Now how do I want to go about that? It might actually be pretty doable to do it on this island, come to think of it. If I just... So I can very much save quite a bit of space here. There's a lot of space to save. I'm not particularly worried about this island being tough. Okay, if I get that into the middle there. That like that. And that like that. Actually, I should bring this one up there. That one down to there. Perfect. Then I can do... copy that, flip that, get it up there. Cool. Now, just gotta rotate these ones first and then we're good to go. I might like rotate them. Wait, they need to be, oh no, they only need to be rotated 90 degrees. No worries. And just like that. That one just goes there. That one will probably go over here. This one. Oh wait, this one over here. And then this one over here. This can now go here. Bring this up over here. This should probably be onto here, and this can go over to here. Can save even a bit more space if I do this. So that means this can go over here. Yeah, there we are. Bring this up, go straight to the middle, and bam, this one can head down to the bottom. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. This is now, like, not quite 4 belts, but it's not. It's a bit over 4 belts. What is it? 5.5 belts? 5.5 belts of that shape, which is pretty damn perfect. That's good stuff. Okay. Now to do the same with the other parts. Let's use this area for this. Okay, to start off with, we're gonna, hang on, is using the same segment here gonna work? Oh, what the hell, let's just take this whole thing, bring it up, see what of it can be reused. And also, how much material do we have to work with here? Not a ton. Oh, actually, hang on. Yeah, no, I can bring it from this other, like, side area. That's all good. Oh, that. Nope. There we are. That works. Okay, so this will now be outputting. Oh, this outputs a mix. This will output a mix now. Yeah, okay. Probably should be using a design a bit more like this. This one. Yeah, so this bottom belt can go here. Oh, no, wrong way. This can go like that. This can head up here. And this can go, oh, down here. Oh wait, hang on, I don't need to be rotating 180 degrees up the top. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Perfect, yeah, that's good. And now the question is, what are we going to be doing to process this afterwards? first off, let's get a way to get this off the island. Oh my god, that. Like this. And like this. And there we go. So what's the goal here? We need it to do that. I mean, like, could I be routing these belts differently to make it work on the same island? Like, if I made it like... No. Because this island's designed to all output one of the same thing. Yeah, so this island is not gonna cut it. I can't just do the same thing again. So what I'll have to be doing here, I think it's best if I'm outputting all the red ones on the top and all the uncolored on the bottom or something. Something along those lines. Other way around would also work, but I'm just going to do it that way, because why not? So, hang on, that, and probably, oh, what's the easiest way to do this? I do, bring some of this up to the top is kind of awkward. Hang on, can I put a launcher there? Is that still able to... Yeah, okay, that's still able to work. Okay, that's potentially useful. So that means I can just, like, land there. And that's just one of the outputs sorted already. In the same way, if I just put a launcher there, and that's another one of the outputs sorted. Perfect. Wait, what's going on here? Why was that a launcher? I've got no clue. Okay, well, fixed now. So yeah, from here, and bring this down and around to... Oh wait. Oh, that doesn't work. This has to go over here. This will go down and around over here. And that leaves this one in an awkward position. So if we go more like over here, then that gets that stuck. Ugh. Okay, probably gonna need to do some more launcher stuff here. What if we get this over here, and we get a launcher there, and it launches this. Sweet. That works good. I wonder if I actually kind of want to do it like this, and then this one does still go over here. For this, yeah, this can just go straight up here and down to here. This can go just straight into here. And then this, we're going to probably do a similar thing with the launcher. And launch it across. Oh, but that's... No, that's not really going to work. Oh, no. That should work. That should work. Because I can launch it up here. Yeah, there we go. There we go, perfect. That works well. Now, if I grab this and put that there, then we should... Yeah, cool. Okay. So we've got this one with the red, these ones with the grey. And then if we copy this part as well, then yeah, perfect. I mean, actually, yeah, no, just reusing the same island mostly does just work for this. Now that I've reorganized all the inputs, this actually does just give... Yeah, no, that's pretty perfect, actually. That really is just what we want. And this is not quite what we want, but it's pretty dang good. So we want the... Right now, what's the problem with this? Oh wait, I've just realized no, because we want that to be red opposite red, not red opposite grey. Okay, so that's got to be changed. Okay. What do I want to do about that? Well, if I could... What I'm thinking is if I could get these, like, half red ones down to here, and then get the grey ones up to here, then that could help solve issues. I mean, I could use, like, this outside belt as well, if that's helpful at all. Let's see, if I do something like that. That's something. Then how do I get this grey belt to ever get anywhere? Like, that grey belt is now kind of just trapped, is the problem. I mean, hang on. Why can't I just move all of this over one? Is there any reason why I can't just do that? I don't think so. Hang on, let's fix that. Ooh, that's... No, that's fine, because we can just use launchers for that. Oh no, but that needs to be the catch. No, yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. That's not a problem. Now if I move this here, oh, what in the world? Why is this belt not getting many inputs? Why is this left one not filling up? Oh no, it's filling up now. Okay. This wasn't a second ago for some reason. Okay, so now the problem is, how am I going to do this on the other side? Because I've just had to move everything over to do that, which doesn't give me a whole lot of hope that this is going to be able to fit on the other side. Yeah, no, I don't think that's ever going to work, doing the solution like that. So I'm going to have to mess with the routing over here. This can be moved forwards one here. Wait, why is it saying that this bottom one can also output red? Oh, it's because I got to fix this. Okay. What can I even do here? This doesn't... Oh, this just doesn't fiddle that well. Is there... Would I ever be able to have it happen on the other side instead? Would I have it so that the reds are accumulating on the other side? I mean, potentially. I'd go like that. Flip, rotate twice. Then is that opposite? Yeah, the reds are accumulating over there now. Which, is that even better? No, that didn't even solve anything because of this. No. Still the same situation. Oh, this is a tough one. What do I want to do about this? Let's see. If I go like this, then I can... Ooh, can I even get this up there like that? I'll have to, like, be merging these on the second level, which does work, I guess. Yeah, that works fine. Bit awkward, but it still works. Yeah, because this is so much closer over here, this could be fine now. If I can get that, The fact that this is set forward is kind of hard to work with. What I do wonder is, like, could I potentially... Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah, if I launch this here and catch it here, then this should work, right? Yeah, that should work. That should work. Yeah. And that leaves me a bit more room to mess around with stuff. Okay. And then this other uncolored one can head up there. But then how am I going to get this around? I mean, I have to launch it. The only way is to launch it over. But, like, how? I can't really launch it here. That's not going to achieve anything ever. So I've got to do a launch like this, which is tough to make work, right? Because this is going to get in the way of the other side's shenanigans. But I can maybe make that work, right? No, wait, hang on, I can't do this because I've got to have the catches here. Yeah, so that's gonna go straight into there. That's gonna go into there. Cool. Oh, and then this, but then this just works straight away. Okay. That should be it. Well, what's going on down here? Well, that's just, okay, that's fine. So, now if I'm able to basically just, okay, if I just take all this, delete that, and now take the whole thing, copy it. Oh wait, hang on. I don't want the top couple rows there. And then bring that over one. And then bring this over one. And look at this. This is good stuff. I need to move this whole thing up one. Good stuff. Here we go. Oh wait, hang on. Why is it saying they're stacked on top of itself here? What? Oh, yeah, it's because I'm doing it like that, and I've got to switch the... have to switch the way the rotation is being done. Okay. That's gonna mean that's... hang on. That's counterclockwise if I make this clockwise, 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 clockwise. And then this is counterclockwise, 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 counterclockwise. And that should solve the problems. Now I'm gonna quickly delete this island, replace it, just to clear off all the belts. Clean everything up. Now, oh, hang on. Still saying that that's wrong. I must have done the wrong one there. Maybe? Did I? No, hang on. That should be right, should it not? So it's this one that's problematic, which is coming from bottom there. Oh, it's coming from the bottom there. It's coming from both of the bottom parts. Right, okay. So I need to make these clockwise again. Cool, and then on the bottom here, I need to make one of these. I need to switch one of these around. Right. Now it's saying it's a mix. Oh, it's because I switched all of them and it's not meant to be all of them. Hang on, let's get that there. So we don't want it to be all of them because we only want to these ones. Hang on, I've got myself lost. Hang on, let's clear off the belts again. Is it still... okay, it's still doing this. Let's just do that. Oh wait. Rotate it the right way around, please. Oh yeah. Oh god, now it's producing 3 different things? What's going on? Okay. So we've got top rights here and we're throwing across bottom rights. We got top rights here, throwing across bottom rights, same. And we got, yeah, okay, I see the problem. Okay, so if I just do that, and then do that, then does that solve the outputs being inconsistent? It does solve them being inconsistent. So this one, I just need to rotate everything here. Okay, so that counterclockwise, that counterclockwise, and that counterclockwise, and that counterclockwise. And that should solve all of our problems. There we go. Perfect. Now we just gotta solve them down here. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. And is everything good now? Perfect. It's all looking. Oh wait, the reds. I've got to fix the reds here as well. Hang on. Ugh. Update those two, and this should update those two. Then that should be all good. Yeah, look at that. Hell yeah. And now I can just catch this here and bring this output all the way over. And I'm just going to quickly clear the whole thing. And yep, we got the right outputs coming out. And if we clear this whole thing out, what are we going to be having? Close. That's very close to exactly what we need. We just want to switch what's on the top and the bottom of the final outputs, basically. How am I going to do that, though? Well, what I can do is just like that. And like that. And then like that. Yeah. And something like that's pretty simple. And that should be exactly what we need. Perfect. If we look at that, that should now be producing a lot of belts of exactly this. Oh, that's very nice. That's like 6 belts of that up there, and 5.5 down there. Perfect. Perfect stuff. And what's going on here? That's just a random belt. A few little things to clean up. Like, let's make that a bit straighter. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now to just stack these together. What are we gonna do about that? Oh, actually, I'm gonna be combining these into one belt first. So let's just get that in there. So that can go like that, that can go like that. Actually, let's make these ones go up top. And then that goes there. That goes there, and that goes there, finally. Perfect. And we'll do the same. Pop one of these up here. Now it's time to be stacking them together. Where do I want to do that? I'm going to do that. I can get rid of most of this stuff. We're going to be not having much use for any of it pretty soon anyways. Now that we'll be able to paint soon. So let's make a stacker island for them. Let's bring this straight down here. Perfect. And then we go across like that. Sweet, so we just need one island in the middle here. And I just gotta get out blueprint for this. I will also need to be having a third layer like that. Because we're outputting 6 belts here. I'm not sure if this is going to be easy to route here. Might not be. Yeah, this could be a bit challenging to figure out. Oh, how do I want to go about doing this? This is going to be awkward to route. And I might want to, like, leave some space in the middle. Yeah, that could make things a little bit easier. Oh, let's just do it like this. Oh my god, that. That can go there. And off. I'll make this go around the edge. Save a little bit of extra space. Every little bit helps when you're this tight. Let's just try and get in all the easy stuff to start off with, I guess. Hang on, wait, we can be launching that, which does help a bit. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. Okay, so that's half of all of our inputs there. Get that in there. And get this down and over to here. That's a start. Let's have this. Let's have these be launching over there. Actually, let's have the launches there. And we can catch right there. Perfect. And we can have these launch over as well. These catches can be there potentially. And let's have this one like do something funky over here. Okay, we've now got 3 outputs fully working. So let's get those in at least. This is kind of an awkward... Oh no, this actually is fine, because I can do something like that. Hang on. I kind of want to have this be launched over, that just make a little bit more room. Yeah, it just saves a add a tiny bit of space there. Allows me to get that to there. And then if I just launch this right here, that means this can go all the way around here, and this can loop up to here, and there we go. Very nice. That is 6 belts of stacking, all good to go. Okay. That took a while to get that whole thing designed. There we go. Got it all done. Now time to move on to some of these, I guess. Let's see. What do I want to work on out of these? Let's work on that one. So the middle layer for that is literally just this shape. So that's pretty convenient. And the top and bottom layer are the same thing. That's not going to be too bad. The top and bottom layer are probably best constructed from here. And we can fit 3 of these in here. Perfect, just like that. And let's get actual mining islands. And yeah, I just want to be cutting off the blue part. The blue part. I can just use half cutters for this because I don't really need to save it for anything. Oh, that's... Yeah, oh hang on, I need to be rotating these first. Apparently I'm only keeping the blue part, which is not what I want. Okay, cool. Oh wait, that's... Oh, the red's in the wrong position. Oh, that doesn't work as nicely as I was hoping for. Hang on, if I do this... I've got to be rotating the other way. Yeah, so that just gets the red corner then. I can get the star segment from elsewhere, probably from like here or something. Okay, well, that's fine at least. It's fine. Let's just begin getting this straight to the exit then. Nothing else really got to do here. Okay. Now up here, I'm gonna be doing more or less the same thing. Are there enough spots here? Hang on. Oh, that's gonna be kind of annoying to work with. Can do that. Can do that. Oh. It is kind of awkward. What if I like output from the back? What if we go like this? Yeah, okay, this works a bit better. Oh, whoops. This works a bit better. Yeah. There we are. No wastage. And we can put all of this into the correct spot. Yeah, and then that's ready to be shipped onto a space belt, same as everything else. Now we're going to be moving all of those via space belt over to here. And they're going to be half. Yeah, they're all of these are just going to be cutting them in half. So it's just the same as this, but without the rotating. Hang on. There we are. Oh, dang it. I hate that it messes with the belts like that. That's annoying. Okay, perfect. This should be making half circles, cool. It's the right-hand side. Will that merge properly with this? No, it won't. Okay, so we want to be rotating it afterwards. Yeah, we want to be rotating it twice afterwards then, that means. So 180 degrees. That should be good. And then we just need to combine it with these. Let's do it like that. Oh. Get that hooked up to there, that hooked up to there, that hooked up to there. And, ugh, this last one just doesn't really properly hook up to any of them. I guess I'm just gonna put that there. And those two are just gonna just sit a little bit away so that we've got room to do all this routing, whatever. Wait, that doesn't come from there. That's gonna come from here. Now, which belt is it? That one. Be coming in from here. Cool. And, okay. So that's not rotated, right? That's not rotated perfectly. What about this? Oh wait. Oh, that's in the middle, so actually without the rotators is the best we're gonna get. But we can be rotating then cutting a second time to get ourselves just the star part. Perfect. And that's in the top right, which isn't good. We want to rotate it back clockwise one more time. There we go. That's better. Now with those 12 belts of stars, we can... Now we just want to connect all of these up together. Let's see, how do we want to do this? I guess just like... Yeah, just bring that over there. Do something like this, right? And then maybe have this one like in the layer beneath or something. Yeah, sure. Why not? That should be good. Now we can just stack everything together. It's as simple as this. to bring these up to the next level. Cool, there we go. And then we just copy that into both of these other islands. There we go. Oh, I've just realized gonna have to do something like this to actually be able to get this out, this output out. Oh, wait, hang on. Speaking of, I need to actually get output there. Let's get that in place and get that in. Perfect. There we go. Let's bring this up to here. Yeah, there we go. And then what we can do is actually let's not even bother bringing this up to the next level. Let's just bring this straight over here. And then have another one of the same of this. Like that, and then one of those and one of those. Hang on, actually that should be there and there. There we are. And now if we bring these over. Just like this. Then we've got all of this shape ready to go. Oh, hang on. Yeah, look at that. And that should be the perfect shape. Now we just need to combine it together with this, and then we're all good to go. Also, I should save this blueprint. Stacker Island. The useful one. Let's say, put that in there. Say it's an island. Cool. Okay. Now, we gotta connect it up with this. So we need to have 1.5 belts of this one. Oh yeah, no, let's do that actually. Because yeah, we need to be. Yeah, okay. So what I'm gonna do? How am I gonna do this? Okay. I'm gonna grab some more of the stacker islands. And I'm gonna get this on top here. And we're gonna bring this over here. I'm gonna be rotating this as well. Everything's still alright with that? Yeah, that didn't mess up the output. And what we can do is we can do the same kind of thing here. Just go like that. Oh wait, they're not rotated correctly. Gotta be rotating these once. Okay, this just needs to be rotated clockwise, yeah. So just like that. That should be enough. Yeah, there we go. And we connect that up there. Perfect. And then we get that there. Nice. And that's going to be making the right shape. Now we just need to be stacking this again. Wait, this needs to be on the bottom, so like this. And we're going to be getting this into a half output, shared over to there. Oh, how am I going to get this over? Let's make all of these tunnels. And then bring that over to there, perfect. And then that means this can go over to here. And that can go over to here. Put these into one. I've just realized, hang on. We're producing 6 belts and not using them because we don't have the capacity for that, you know, in this island. I should fix that. There we go. That's better. Now, this is producing... Not... This won't be producing at full capacity. Right? Yeah, this is only going to be producing on 2 of the belts. So what I'm going to do here is merge these and merge these. Bring that up to there. Get rid of all of that. All the unnecessary stuff there. And all of this, not necessary, not doing anything. So we're just going to be merging those 2 together, and that goes up. And merging those 2 together, oh, and that goes up. No, let's connect that over there. Perfect. Hang on. Let's just make this a little bit neater. Perfect. And that is exactly the shape we need. Nice. We've got all 4 belts coming in over here. Plus an extra 2 coming from here. And we bring that over to the hub, and that should now be completing. Let's go for another one of the side tasks now. What more colored shapes do we even have access to here? Not a whole lot. Like, I have just made some really big production of that stuff, so... Yeah, I am using the vast majority of the colored shapes we have available to us. I mean, I am like trashing some blue squares over here. If I wasn't trashing them, then potentially... Yeah, if I wasn't trashing those blue squares, what could I be doing? So, like, that would be what? That would be like 12 belts of leaf corners. So that would be enough for 6 belts of this. Is there enough for 6 belts of this from here, though? How much could I make out of all of that? That's enough for, like, 3 belts of it, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Let's try and do that. Why not? Let's go for that. And let's get one of these mining islands. So first things first. That's another matter of how do we want to go about this. I mean, let's try grabbing one of these again. See what this outputs if I plug it in. Okay, that's potentially pretty good. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But then what I could be doing is turning the... Yeah, I'll be turning all the bottom outputs. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, the fact that they're all like aligned the same is unfortunate. If I could like rotate half of them first, then that would be kind of nice. Is that a good idea? Yeah. If I rotate them, oh no, that's not the way. If I rotate them like that. How do I, yeah, there we go. And like that. Wait, no, but I don't want to be rotating all of them. That defeats the point of what I'm doing here. Okay, so if I rotate just these ones. Then, oh, that's not really all that helpful, is it? Yeah, no, because that leads to mixed outputs. That's not what we want. What if I just make it so that it's all the top ones that are rotated? That's perfect. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Cool. Now what we can do is try and stack all these together. Stack those bottom ones together in particular. Let's grab... In fact, I probably could be doing this on a too long island. Would make a bit more sense, I think. So then I don't need to worry about wasting all that space on the WID routing there. Yeah, that works well. So we can now get these launchers in. And let's get the stacker. Hang on. Let's get one stacker in there and one there. And that and that. I do need to be rotating some of these 180 degrees. So like all this stuff here is going to be rotated 180 degrees. It's currently counterclockwise. Let's change that and that. And change that and that. And that and that. And that and that. Cool. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. It's exactly what we want. And then up here, we've just got an output of a bunch more. Just red by the completely red halves. So that's also useful. I just need to be able to use these, I just need to get some uncolored circles from over here, presumably? No. Probably best to get them from spawn here. No, I don't really want to be using the stuff next to the hub, though. That's annoying. Maybe I will anyways. I'll just do it. thought it automatically went under. Oh, you're not able to go under mines, I forgot. Okay, let's now bring that up there. And these we're going to be cutting in half. So this will be 4 belts of circles here. So I can just be using half destroyers. Let's do that. Oh no, putting it over to the side a little bit doesn't work. Okay. So these are they all bottom half? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it's all bottom half. So these should all be rotated to be top half. Perfect. Or actually, maybe it makes more sense to be just rotating these to be like right half. Yeah, that probably does make more sense. Okay, let's do that. That'll be this, that'll be clockwise. Like that, and like that. That's the wrong way. Oh, completed this. Very nice. And that's 8. Ooh, that's big stuff. That's a lot of research points there. What do I want to get with that? So vortex inputs is useful. Increasing the platform limit would be nice. Where's the platform limit upgrade? Is that even something I can do? I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll just upgrade all of the processing a little bit. Would kind of be nice. Yeah, it would kind of be nice to just have everything be a bit faster. Alright, let's get all of that in there, that in there. And... oh wait, hang on, I'm rotating all of this the wrong way. No, actually, I think I want it to be rotated that way. That way I can just keep it like this. Yeah, that's kind of convenient. Okay, let's begin bringing some of this into the positions that we want it in. And these ones are probably just gonna go straight through the middle like that. Just stay out of the way there. Perfect. I might have to stack these on top actually. Space is limited. Yeah, there we go. Oh, also I'm gonna have to rotate these the other way around. Since I'm not rotating the other ones. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Now I need to get these on this side here. Now that doesn't quite fit. If I shove that over a little bit. Let's get all of these outputs in first. Okay. How am I gonna get this to work? That's not super great. Now this is kind of tough to figure out what to do here. Maybe I should just be shipping in these circles pre-cut. That would certainly save me a lot of headache by just like popping islands there. Cut the circles here. Just like that. Oh, milestone complete. Painting unlocked. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm not gonna start going with that yet though. I wanna finish off this side task. Okay. And if we get that all over there, then we just need to get these into place like this. That, and finally, this. And that should be, yeah, look at that. You know, I've got 6 belts of this like half red circle. Now I do need to then be stacking them on top of each other. So, oh wait, because I'm stacking them on top of each other, sorry, I don't even need to be rotating these 180 degrees. I can just be having these be straight. Now, how am I going to go about stacking them on top of each other? I can squeeze that onto this island pretty easily, probably. Let's get rid of some of this in between stuff. I move this over to get that into there. That goes into there pretty easy. Although I'm gonna struggle to get these. What am I gonna do here? No, that's not quite as perfect as I thought it might be. What if we move this like down? What? I did this. Didn't I do this somewhere else? What did I do when I had to do this before? Was it not down here? Yeah, okay. Let's just copy this design. And then bring it over here and see what I can do about it. Okay. So that first input is easy. Second one easy. Third one easy. Oh wait, but this is only for 4 belts. It doesn't take into account these ones. Ugh. No, that's not gonna work then. Surely this can fit into one island, right? Surely. There's no way this won't fit. What am I gonna have to do about this? So it's going to be 3 belts of output in the end. So it's going to have to be something like that. And this will be something like that. And then we can get this in. That can be thrown in. And let's bring this over from there. And this over from here. And that should be one of the belts done now. Yeah, perfect. Now for this one. Let's try and do a similar thing with this. Hang on. I'm gonna do a similar thing with that for this one. Yeah. Let's bring that up and over to there. And then that can go up and over like that. Perfect. And that should be this one done. Perfect. Now it's just this last one, which is going to be the most annoying one. Let's get these kind of routed differently. Let's just bring them more through the more central location there. And let's get some more space doing that. That launcher. I can move that launcher back one. Yeah, that works, that works, that works. And then that can go into there. That can loop all the way over to there. And that can go over to there. Then, oh no, let's bring that to there. And finally, no, we'll bring this over here. Perfect. Now we've got to be rotating this 180 degrees. Rotating one of them 180 degrees. Maybe this one's easier. Maybe. Yeah, this one's easy. We'll do that, and then we can do that, and that should just work fine. Yeah, that's now outputting an opposite rotation. And, oh dang it, no, it's the wrong way around. No. No. How am I gonna solve that? No, because then that blocked off that input. If I move this down one? Yeah, that works. That works fine. Oh, good time. There we are. Yeah, that works fine. Sweet. Yes, look at that. Oh, we can't go underneath the hub? Okay, that's fair enough, I guess. Alright. That is another side task that will be eventually done pretty soon. That'll give 3 research points, that's pretty nice. Hang on. That's basically the same as the milestone, right? Very similar. It uses this shape, but then this shape is a bit modified. I don't know. Probably something for another day. I think I am... Also, I just realized now, hang on, that's not this side task done because we don't have the blue rectangle bit. But I think I am probably done for today. It's been a long stream. You can really get lost Playing factory games like this does happen. Yeah, been a good bit of fun. Hope you guys had some good fun as well, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.